Okay, we're going to share with you a technique that's worked well for me in the past in competition, although I don't really use it very much anymore. It has served me well in situations where I was down on points. And keep in mind, this is purely a gi competition sort of technique, and it's sort of a sacrifice position. You're giving up the pass to get this choke. It's a baseball choke from underneath. The variation I like the most, and I think is the best, is when you're, instead of using the collar, you're using the tail. So there's a lot of things we can do with the tail out here. So anytime I start a match, I like getting this tail out because I may want to use it later on. So if I'm stuck in a position, this is a very common scenario here, the foot's trapped, and you know which side he's going to pass on, and I have my hands up here like this. Okay, I have the tail, maybe I'm going for chokes or whatever, but if I know that I want to sacrifice the position and go for it, it's sort of a junk move, but what the heck, give it a try. It's worked well in the past. So what we're going to do is we're going to point our thumbs the direction he's passing. Okay? And the reason I like the tail as opposed to the collar is that anytime you put the hands on the collar, especially when they're crossed, you're going to set off alarms. But here it just feels like my hands are above, on top of his back. He doesn't really feel that I have a good grip on the tail. So I want my hands right next to each other, just like this. Okay? So I'm going to get a good grip. I don't want a bunch of material here, just around the lapel. So when he goes to pass around, I wait till his head comes all the way across when he finishes the pass, and now I'm going to come here underneath. And this part is very important. I need to make sure that I swing my hips out and step over big, almost like I'm trying to throw him over. I'm going light so I can talk and not choke BJ out here when I'm sharing the technique, but I want those hands right next to each other. If there's a little bit loose here, it's going to be hard to finish, and you're really getting a good tight squeeze on the neck. A lot of times the guy's breathing, this is why a lot of people go out, is because they can still breathe, but the constriction is really tight on the carotid arteries. So I'm going to bring this elbow up here, I bring my elbows together, and I want to raise this one up as I pull this one down. And I step over. I'm really trying to throw him over and finish the choke. So I'm going to keep circling like this and connect my elbow and my leg together.